Laura was at home alone with her 2 children, relishing a rare moment of quiet in her bedroom. Suddenly, an unsettling sound began to fill the room, a persistent, eerie knocking on the bedroom door. As the knocking grew louder, a wave of fear began to creep over her. What could be making this noise?
Who is it?
Me,
Who's me?
your son.
Aren't you at your friend's sleepover?
Hungry.
Who are you?
Your son.
What do you want? There's food in the microwave.
Eat it for me. Open the door, please.
Go to bed.
No.
Go to bed.
No.
The knocking was accompanied by a voice that sounded like her son's, but something was off. Laura knew her other child was at a friend's house, so she was alone with this disturbing noise. This wasn't the first time she had experienced something like this. Panicking, she tried calling her husband for help, but he didn't answer. Trapped in the dark and filled with growing fear, she waited for him to come home.
That's me.
Claudio? 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 Claudio?
The door creaked open slightly, but when Laura called out to her son, there was only silence. A cold chill ran down her spine as she quickly closed the door and waited anxiously for her husband's return. Could this be a sinister imitation of her son's voice? The answer is up to you. This video stems from South America and was uploaded by a concerned person. Apparently, paranormal events are nothing too unusual in this area, but what happened today was new. The person recording noticed the rocking chair in front of their home starting to move, but then there was something more unsettling that was visible in the reflection of the television. They believe that a shadow being from another dimension could have been responsible for this. Is this possible? Are we seeing a shape-shifting manifestation of something that doesn't stem from our world? Who can say? This footage was captured by security officers who were securing parts of an old mental hospital that was used for filming at the time. According to the video's description, the staff could hear some really eerie and unprecedented noises during the whole day. However, it wasn't until security reviewed the recordings sometime later that they realized they might have captured a ghost on their camera. We see an empty hallway. Then there's a translucent figure that appears out of nowhere and walks through the picture. It all looks like a strange blurry object at first, but it is without a doubt that it must be a transparent person. The spirit walks further across the hallway and disappears through a doorway, just as several crew members come into view. None of them notice the creepy apparition, but it made this day so much more eerie. Most people believe that we can see the ghost of a former patient here. Could that be possible? If not, how else do we explain this sighting? Guess we will never know for sure. The next clip was uploaded to Reddit by user Hachi4496. He and his family have lived in this house for a while, however only recently started feeling a strange presence in their home. It started out subtle, just the feeling someone is watching you or thinking you see someone out of the corner of your eye. But soon it escalated. They started hearing footsteps and items banging around the house, doors closing on their own, and even speaking coming from rooms where nobody was inside. They decided to try setting up a few cameras to see if they could catch maybe an object falling on its own or a door slamming. What they caught was even more frightening. A black figure very quickly makes its way across the kitchen. If you look closely, it even appears to leave a black fog behind for a brief moment. The entity even seems to crouch down, avoiding the camera when it comes into view. While some viewers say this could simply be a bug, others are saying the way the shadow seems to intentionally avoid the camera, paired with the strange shadow and extreme speed, makes it look very different than other clips of insects on lenses. The shadow creature could possibly be responsible for the paranormal events. Or is this all a coincidence? Let me know your thoughts about it. While they were attending a history tour, this young man could record an eerie shape of a woman in the hallway. What do you think? It's hard to believe that this is a visitor. Maybe an employee. The following was an investigation conducted by the team OZ Seekers, whose fully trips you can check out on their YouTube channel. Today they were venturing to the infamous Werribee Mansion, located in the greater Melbourne area and built in the 1800s. It's said to be a very haunted location in particular, and our two investigators captured something on film that they didn't notice at the time, and they haven't even pointed it out after uploading their video, which is why I think it could be a legit capture. Let's take a look at their investigation. The building itself actually proves to be pretty big, with several bathrooms and even a library. After they exit the dining area, there's a weird noise that can be heard, and it reminds me of a bird of some sorts, but there apparently were no windows open, and it sounds oddly close, maybe a cell phone noise. Well, let's just assume it was birds, and nothing crazy. After investigating the bedroom area, they make it downstairs again, and this is when they caught someone standing in the hallway to the left, although nobody else was there. Did you notice it? Let's take another look at that. It looks like a man in a priest's robe that is looking at our investigators, and I feel it's almost as if the cameraman notices that something is off, but unfortunately decides to not further investigate that corner. What do you guys think? What or who could they capture here? Is it something paranormal or something explainable? We're now examining a video recorded by a young man that provides a harrowing look into a haunting. Over the past year, this man had regularly uploaded updates documenting paranormal occurrences in his home. However, the footage you're about to see stands out as one of the most terrifying experiences he recorded. The man's daughter owned a full cupboard of dolls, which, according to the family, had a tendency to move objects on their own overnight. The unsettling noises that various family members reported hearing from different rooms at night prompted the father to start a channel dedicated to capturing and documenting these eerie events.
So I keep hearing weird noises. I don't know what it is. It's like knocking, creaking footsteps. It's either in my room or Sky's room, but Sky's passed out right now. But it's crazy, yo. See, she's sleeping. See, I'm telling you, I keep hearing weird. I think it's coming from my room now. See, I keep this up against the cabinet because the dolls like to try to open the doors. It's weird. I don't know what that sound is though. Was that, man? Yo, this, I'm good on that. Yeah, I'm staying out of there. That, yo, bro. I'm all shaking. Yo. Yeah, I'm out, y'all.
In this particular video, a chilling voice can be heard echoing through the house right after a series of ominous footsteps. The voice, resembling that of a distressed young girl, added to the already unsettling atmosphere. When the man left the room for safety, the disturbing voice continued. After careful analysis and slowing down the recording, it became apparent that the voice was a little girl pleading to be safe. The gravity of this terrifying encounter led the man to make drastic decisions. He sold the house and discarded the dolls, much to his daughter's disappointment, but he felt it was necessary to avoid any further risk to his family.
This was sent by Julia, and she tells me that a security camera in a family home has caught something really inexplicable. They have only moved in recently, but ever since they wake up to some really strange noises in the middle of the night. Even their motion sensor alarm gets toggled on ever so often, without anybody being on the ground floor. The family has mounted several security cameras around the house for safety and to maybe capture the cause of all of this. One evening, the camera in the living room has caught something really bone-chilling. Apparently the man was alone that night, and nobody else should have been on this recording but him. So, how do we explain this semi-transparent figure walking up the stairs? Is it a ghost from the past? The next clip was uploaded to YouTube by user Angel Martinez. This video was taken near Albuquerque, New Mexico, just off of Route 66. Angel says he saw the creature in his headlights before pulling out his phone to film. He states, "They were skinny, bony, and walking on their back legs. They may have had some sort of dead animal on their heads. And there were at least 20 or more. They made weird noises as they ran from us. It sounded nothing like a cow or other animal."
That's it right there, huh? What is that? It's fucking scary. In the middle of nowhere. Weird. Whoa.
In the video, we can make out two pair of eyes around the bush, and they appear to notice Angel's vehicle straight away. Angel believes these were skinwalkers. Some commenters have guessed these also could be Wendigos. What do you think? A strange creature? Or was it just cows after all? The next video stems from Indonesia, and it was found on the profile of user Envitasari12. He shared it after a nightly trip on the motorbike of his friend. They were on the way back home after visiting a friend. The young man states that whatever was captured that night, straight above them, was visible to the naked eye. And no, it was not a traffic light. Very interesting. What exactly was floating there in the sky? What's your idea? The two men believed that it was a female spirit, which is why they were startled quite a bit after that. Could it have been something else that was hanging there? It is certainly mysterious, though. Two friends were about to record a guitar solo in one of their apartments. While they were setting everything up and getting ready, they accidentally captured a shadow figure standing in the back corner. Was it an evil spirit that tried to drain energy? Or an unearthly visitor maybe? Guess we will never know. Maybe you know the following family. They have been haunted by several paranormal forces that trouble them in their own house. And there are a couple of recordings of them documenting different events. Tonight the whole family is over when these energies tamper with their furniture. And it gets even wilder. Some other pieces are getting thrown around. Then they try to make contact in form of a seance.
Look at that. It's a friggin' water outfit on again. Put the bottle on the hands. If you're able.
But this only makes the activity worse, and things are getting out of hand quickly.
That's solid enough, man. That's solid enough. Turn this light on.
Hey, Leslie, I'm sorry.
What is that?
I don't know. This is a new one on me, Jerbo.
Leslie. Where's the cat? No.
Are you okay? Oh, God. I'm sorry. Here. Get her a friggin' rag. Here.
Maybe a shirt helps this woman to calm herself down a little bit.
Hey, go.
Wait a minute. Listen.
Come on, man. Bring the camera. Let's get out. Come on.
Wait, hold on. Go on. Look it up. Take this off. Shine that in there.
Shine it under the bed. See?
At this point, we can only watch and see how intense these forces are working in this home.
God damn, ain't nothing. Check it out, Jacob. Get this off of it.
Let's get it going. Let's get it.
God.
Yeah, guys, come on. Let's
Move.
get it.
Go. Get this.
Get in there.
Get in here, man. Come on. Go. I tried telling you. I told you don't be doing it.
Wait. Listen.
What?
Listen.
Wait.
But not only knocking, even the piano starts playing by itself.
Get up. Jerry Green.
Oh, God.
Jerry Green.
Look at me, stop, guys. I shall not walk. You make me to lie down and breathe.
Oh, God. Man.
You look at me beside the
Then they have an idea. What about the Bible? It certainly will help with this haunting, right?
You leave me with passive righteousness for his name's sake.
I'm not sure at this point. It feels they are needing an exorcism.
I'm sorry. Get over here, please. Get over there. Jerry, everyone needs help there. Get over here.
Get over here. Let's go. Let's get back here. Let's go. Come on.
Let's go, man. Let's get out of here. Come on.
The following video was uploaded by paranormal investigator Alberto Dell'Arco. This time, Alberto and his team are visiting a school that has been abandoned since 2015, when there was a fire that resulted in multiple unfortunate deaths. The team starts the investigation by making their way through the quick overgrown grass outside the school. They call out multiple times to see if perhaps there are other people exploring tonight. However, they seem to be completely alone in the abandoned school.
Se oyó algo que se cayó, ¿no? Sí, esto se está cayendo, vean.
The team makes their way downstairs to this large open room, and that is when they notice movement behind them.
¿Cómo es que era este espacio antes? ¿Qué, güey? ¿Qué? Oh, aquí, todo esto. Toda la estructura está moviendo mucho. A ver. Uy, me tropecé. Pero, a ver, es como un efecto péndulo, ¿ya vieron?
Just the wind? Or is it possible something is trying to communicate with Alberto in this building?
Cuidado.
After exploring the building further, the team makes their way outside, but the strange occurrences are not quite finished yet.
Hola. Mira. Prendió otra vez, igual, hasta el amarillo. Mira.
As we can see clearly in the video, nobody was touching the blue door before it started shaking. But only moments after that, something can be seen on the upper floor of the building, right behind Alberto.
Han quedado invadidas por todo esto, ¿no? Invadidas por lo que es... ¿Qué, güey? ¿Qué? Allá, güey, se me hizo ver una sombra.
A shadow is seen quickly moving from inside the window and then disappearing out of sight. Is this possibly another attempt to get the team's attention? What do you guys make of this paranormal investigation? Do you believe the spirits of those lost in the fire still linger in the school?
Our next capture was sent by Rhonda, who is on a nightly trip with her team, Shadow Patrol Paranormal Investigations. One of her team members seems to have recorded something really interesting on camera that night. Rhonda and her team are doing these investigations for over 20 years, and I'm sure that they have come across many intriguing things. But this night, an interesting mist could be captured on the left side of the screen. It appears that a wispy shape is flying straight through the screen. What was it? I have no idea. But I see that it definitely has paranormal potential.
A police officer was driving behind another vehicle when he spotted something weird happening in this car. The strange figure seemed to vanish from the back seat, and after that, everything looked normal again. The officer still wonders if someone was just playing tricks on him that night, or if he saw something that can't be explained. Police got called to a neighborhood where several people reported seeing a dark shape at night that was moving in a really weird way and freaking out the locals. When the officer got there, he had to start recording because the figure wouldn't answer any of his calls. No one knows what happened after that, but the video has been giving people the creeps ever since. A strange incident in a local park caught the attention of both police and public alike. What began as a routine call turned into something that would leave even veteran officers scratching their heads. Late at night, when the park should have been still and silent, the exercise equipment seemed to have found an invisible user. The metal bars could be heard clanking against each other, moving on their own in the darkness. The sight was so bizarre that several officers pulled out their phones to record it. You can clearly hear the metallic sounds as the equipment moves back and forth, but there's nobody there. The police were completely baffled by what they witnessed. After all, it's not every day you see gym equipment working out by itself in the dead of night. Was this just an elaborate prank set up to fool local law enforcement? Now, let's turn our attention to another intriguing incident captured by an officer monitoring a different inmate. It would appear that the inmate on screen had a visitor at the time. A child seemed to materialize behind the inmate. The officers were left in disbelief as they watched this unfold live on screen. A thorough search of the cell revealed nothing, leaving the prison staff to wonder if they had just witnessed something truly paranormal. Two boys were having a summer holiday sleepover, enjoying the freedom of staying up late. The boy on the left lived in the house, and with his parents away at a local sports event for the weekend, they were free to do whatever they pleased. Naturally, they decided to pull an all-nighter playing video games. What they didn't expect was that their fun would soon take a spooky turn. As they were absorbed in their game, a door in the background suddenly creaked open. Both boys exchanged uneasy glances, but they quickly brushed it off, assuming it was just the wind, and continued playing. Hours later, after their game ended, one of the boys decided to check out what might have caused the door to move. He found nothing unusual, no signs of anyone there, no drafts, no explanation. But just as he was about to turn back, something even stranger happened. A chair in the room slid backward on its own, with no one near it. The boy stood there, frozen and confused. Could it have been something paranormal?
Now we want to check out video by MacLeod, who actually doesn't usually post paranormal stuff. It's mostly about dancing and short story times. However, this next clip in particular has really interested the paranormal community. It sounds intriguing. Oh, was that a jacket? Look, there's something jumping and then there's somebody behind her. Like, what is going on here? Oh, it's like just one frame. It's semi-transparent, not fully. Then right behind her, this thing. There's definitely somebody standing. And it would appear that compared to the upper body, look how short the legs are. Maybe that's just a weird effect in a super tall shadow figure. No. Well, if we believe the description, she has never captured anything paranormal. Which would mean that this would be the first time for her that there might have been something from another realm jumping into the frame and then manifesting right behind this girl. The next clip was uploaded by user Danny Donahue. There isn't much information about the clip itself, other than it was taken at an abandoned mine shaft. Danny and a friend were visiting the entrance to the mine shaft, which fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, was closed off with some wooden planks. This must be to keep visitors safe from the dangerous cave. However, it seems that there may be more dangers than a collapsing mine shaft here. Danny films the entire mine shaft, and although there's something definitely creepy about an abandoned location, nothing seems too out of place here. As he's filming through the wooden planks, he films something downright terrifying.
Yeah, I don't see anything. Go.
A huge figure suddenly appears from the darkness. This creature looks to be extremely tall and inhumanely thin.
with grey skin and yellow shining eyes. There's no way this is human. Danny believes he has captured footage of a skinwalker here. For those who aren't familiar, skinwalkers are a type of witch from the Navajo culture that are believed to be able to mimic the form of various animals. These witches are thought to be extremely dangerous and often wish to cause harm on others. Could this really be a skinwalker? Probably just some amazing effects work from our friend Danny here. Please make sure to give his channel a visit. And whatever the answer, this was certainly a terrifying capture.
Another lonesome explorer who made his way out to investigate an abandoned house. Locals mentioned that they could hear screams stemming from the place once in a while.
Nothing too crazy yet, but he was about to capture something that he couldn't explain. Who is that girl? Is she from a resident here?
The following video was a submission to the paranormal Reddit section by Bianca, and she states, "Please tell me that this isn't a shadow figure at the end of the hallway. Me and my girl left the house for a bit and we wanted to see which dog kept tearing up our stuff. So to find out, we put up a camera, and later, while going over the footage, we get a random notification. And at first it's nothing, but then when you really look down the hallway where the doorframe is, you can actually see it. No one was even home at the time. Let's take a look." Oh yeah, you clearly see shadow walking past the hallway back there. Huh. Now, the question here is, of course, is this paranormal? Was there maybe somebody in their home without them knowing? Maybe the landlord creeped through, the dark hallways, stealing stuff? Maybe a stranger, maybe somebody broke in even. Or could they be right? Did something paranormal unfold in there?